Boom, 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 boom. Investigating number lines. A number line is a line with numbers on it. They're usually broken up into equal parts. There's all different sorts of number lines. There's a blank number line, where there's lines but no numbers. There's number lines with numbers on them. Sometimes number lines don't start from 0 or 1. They can start from any number. And sometimes we have incomplete number lines, where we have some numbers, but there's gaps in between. And sometimes there are number lines that start with numbers that we have to fill in the rest of. We can use number lines to find numbers. We can also use number lines to find missing numbers. For example, this one, we can use the numbers around it to work out that we've got 8, a missing number, and then 10. So the number must be 9. Here we've got 16, a missing number, 18. The number must be 17. And here we've got 24, a missing number, and then 26. So the number must be 25. Have a look at the number line below. Can you work out the missing numbers? How did you go? The numbers missing are 3, 9, 20, and 29. This is an incomplete number line. It has some of the numbers, but it's counting in fives and it's skipping some of the numbers as well. I can very easily see some of the numbers. If I wanted to circle the number 15, that's an easy one. If I wanted to circle the number 30, that's an easy one as well. But it's a little bit trickier to find numbers that aren't written on the number line. If I wanted to find the number 23, I would have to start by finding my 20 and then counting up 1, 2, 3. That would be the number 23. If I wanted to find the number 37, I would probably start from 35. That's the closest number. And then I would go 36, 37. Sometimes a number line starts with numbers, but then there's no more. So we have to finish it off. It's called extending a number line. The first thing we need to do is work out what it's counting in. So from 0 to 4, we're skipping the numbers 1, 2, and 3. We're counting in 4s. So if I was going to keep counting in 4s, my next number would be 8. If I kept counting in 4s, I would go 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, and so on. This is what my finished number line would look like when I'm counting in 4s. This number line starts at the number 20, and then it skips to the number 25, then 30, then 35. What do you think my number line is counting in? 20, 25, 30, 35. It sounds like I'm counting in 5s. This number line here starts at 26, then skips to 28, 30, 32. 26, 28, 30, 32. I'm counting in 2s. Can you finish these number lines off for me? How did you go? Do yours look like mine? This is a blank number line. When you have a blank number line, you can choose what it's counting in, as long as it still has equal parts. You could count in 1s, 2s, 5s, 12s, 20s, or even hundreds. This number line is counting in 3s. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21. Sometimes on a number line, only some of the numbers are there, which means you need to work out what the number line is counting in by the numbers that you can see. On this number line, I can see the number 20, 50, and 80. Now I know that when I count in 10s, all my numbers have a 0, so maybe this number line is counting in 10s. I'm going to try it out and see. 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. That makes sense. My number line is counting in 10s. Now my number line looks like this. This will make it much easier to find numbers on your number line. Now here's a little challenge for you. Can you make a number line that has 40 in it? Here's a little hint if you're stuck. Try counting in 1s, 2s, 5s or 10s. See if you can show someone the number lines you created. So now you know all about number lines. Awesome!